Bro, I'm well rested. Ain't got no worries on this brain.
He doesn't have any worries on his brain. That's because he has no thoughts in his brain. It's pretty easy to have no stress in life when you have nothing going on upstairs.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Saintontas did an hour and 9 minutes on Gacha Smack. I don't know what it is about Gacha Smack. People are obsessed with this man. And Saintontas has already did a video on a Gacha Smack video. He just did another hour and 9 minutes on the same video. Like, I don't know what these people are doing, what's in the water, what's going on. But I've cut it down to 15 minutes, and we're going to look at it. We're going to look at what this guy says about another guy.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again, and this is going to be an absolute bonanza. Yes, I've titled the stream over here, Red Alert, Code Alert, Green Grifter, because this situation regarding Gacha Smack, or really Grifter Smack, LARPer Smack's take over here regarding Gacha games, it's making waves across the space, ladies and gentlemen.
It really isn't. I don't know why Gacha Smack is not allowed to have an opinion. I don't understand. Everybody else is allowed to have an opinion, but Gacha Smack put out this one video, and for 2 weeks, people have been losing their mind. I really don't understand it. I mean, this guy, what the hell is going on? Oh my God, my shortcuts don't work.
That in your neck bone juice, because we've got, well, a bunch of reacts to this.
Also, I love how
titled "The End of the
Spacebar doesn't work when I have the video like this. I like how Saintontas is just completely covered by by the viewer donations. Hold on, let's move this out of the way. The fuck what is this show?
Gacha era is near. Players are tired, boss. And Gacha Smack is an individual who really likes priding himself as somebody who's like on the side of the player, right? Somebody who goes ahead that likes to tell the truth about games to ensure, right, that his audience knows exactly what they're getting.
So I want you to keep this in mind. Saintontas is the truth sayer. Saintontas is the one that's going to come out and tell us how it is. Tell us who's the liar around here. Keep that in mind. I just want to keep that in mind.
So on and so forth. And he always does that by uploading a video like this. But the reality over here is a little bit different. When you look at his page, you'll realize, there are a couple of games on here that he only seems to upload when there's a sponsor tag associated with them. And an example of that is basically anything regarding Arknights, Enfield, or Neverness to Everness. And that's what's been populating his channel and his streams for the past couple of months, honestly, for the greater half of a year. And the end result is one of the most diabolical fall-offs I think anyone has seen in the gacha space. Like, good God, I think these last 3 months where he really...
So apparently, Gacha Smack has been called a grifter, and he's also falling off at the same time. I don't know how you can be a grifter who is only doing something for the money and just lying and you know, just being, you know, a grifter. A grifter is somebody who lies to make money, right? So I just want to look this up. So Gacha Smack is apparently falling off and at the same time a grifter. So I just want to look at Gacha Smack's YouTube channel right here, real quick. Let me just look at his YouTube channel. Let me check this for myself. He's actually doing fine. He's got 29,000, 23,000, 27,000, 33,000. If this is falling off, like, what are we talking about? Now, can we look at Saintontas? Saintontas. By the way, can we not call him Saint anymore? He ain't saving anybody. He ain't saving anything. So let's look at Saintontas. Ooh, 9,000. Ooh, oh, bro, Unk is falling off. 16, 19, 8. Wow, it kind of looks like Gacha Smack is doing better than Saintontas. Wow, that crazy how Blue Archive. Why is bro playing Blue Archive? I don't know, but look, what is Saintontas talking about, Dad? So he's a grifter and falling off. So he's not falling off. Same amount of views, if not doing better than Saintontas. So I don't know how Saintontas can say that that Gacha Smack is falling off and he's killed his channel when he's getting more views than Saintontas. And Gacha Smack puts out videos less frequently. if he put out more frequent videos, he'd be killing Saintontas in views.
Kicked it into like grifting overdrive, right? I think that really shows it. Massive steep fall off, cutting viewership by over 50%, sustaining that viewership.
By the way, Saintontas loves Tectone a little bit too much, if you ask me. And Tectone does this thing where he checks people's numbers and their graphs all the time. And he does this because Asmongold does this all the time. Because these guys are just guys. This is why I call these guys guys. Because all they do is just copy the last guy. Whatever the last guy is doing, they're also doing. They don't have their own personality. They're just the last guy that came across your screen. So Saint is trying to be this like truth teller. He's showing you how it is. He's taking people down because that's how Tectone would present himself, as the guy who's better than everybody in the gacha space, and he's telling you how it is.
Cut and then losing over 150 followers all at the same time, while averaging less than 200 CCV. So that's a bit of a...
No one cares about Twitch. It's the worst. You try watching a stream on Twitch, it's non-stop ads. Okay? No one cares about Twitch. If anything, you care about YouTube, and that's it, okay?
A rough situation for an individual to be in, and this is kind of what's occurred. He uploaded...
But this is what Tectone does. Like, Tectone does this. Like, oh, hey, let me check on somebody. Checks their graph and goes, oh, their graph's going down. Oh, they suck.
This video, right?
So I'm gonna do... it's like... Are you? That's you. That's what you wake up in the morning and you're just like, let me be another guy. Let me be just like somebody else.
Sort of like this, oh, like I'm over here pretending to be on the side of the players when clearly the players are not on my side because everyone's realized my content is grifting. And that's why it looks like this. There's been a...
By the way, I gotta point this out because people were pointing this out in my chat. In my comments, Saintontas calling other people grifters. Why don't you go look in a mirror? Why don't you look in a mirror? This Saintontas is known as the guy who will never say anything bad about Wuthering Waves, period. So when you're a guy who sweeps constantly for a game, no matter what's going on in it, you can't call other people grifters. Like, you can criticize something that you like. Like, you're saying that your game has nothing. This guy's boring. Add more Sheldon. When you won't allow any criticism of your favorite thing, you're not allowed to call other people grifters. Okay.
Reactions to the space. We've got good old tic-tac-tone over here. And this is where stuff is going to get a little bit spicy. Because tic-tac-tone made a reaction to this video. But this is one of the first things that he says in it.
Games in what feels like, and I believe actually is like 2 years.
So it's been 2 years.
Oh, you got it. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Tectone has gone and literally has just become Asmongold. All Tectone does now is just take like whatever like popular like right-wing thing that's going on and just agrees with it. Oh, did you know that women are women and guys are guys? Did you know crime is bad? Wow, did you know that Hassan shocks his dog? Wow, that's just incredible. Wow, please Tectone, I need another guy. I need another guy to tell me the things that I hear every single day. Hey.
He's like really engaged that much.
But yeah, so Tectone has moved into just being balder Asmongold, and then he made one video about gacha games, and now we're supposed to be, oh, the devil of gacha is back.
Much in the space.
The gacha, I mean, maybe it's just coincidence, but almost every single gacha creator's analytics have dropped, besides those who have capitalized off of my missing audience, which to those, I salute you. Good job, you're hustling, and I'm glad.
Okay, I'm glad. Wow, Jesus! Thank you guys. You're about to prove my point. Thank you so much. You guys are about to prove my point that I'm about to make. Incredible. Thank you, Alden Fallor, and thank you, Jake. Let's put this other Sheldon down here. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Tectone said that while he was gone, the analytics for gacha games have gone down incredibly. So here's the thing. Just because people aren't watching videos anymore for these games or aren't watching them as much doesn't mean that the creators themselves are suffering. Because as you have just seen, my revenue that I've made on this channel has gone through the roof ever since I started streaming. And I started streaming around the time that Tectone stopped playing gacha games. So this idea that if Tectone leaves, that everybody else suffers is obviously just wrong. Okay, I'm doing better than I've ever done. He has nothing to do with my this narcissism that like all of these streamers have, where like they're in people's minds and they control everything. It's just ridiculous. So first, that's one thing. And then this idea that just because people aren't watching the game on Twitch, that means that nobody is playing the game or nobody likes the game anymore. It's just like, get off of Twitch, okay? The world is not Twitch. Children.
One of those individuals who basically went full mask off, grifting mode, gacha goblin mode for the bag the second that Tectone left the space. And there's a reason why.
I don't know why we're talking about people taking the bag. By the way, we got to stop saying taking the bag, okay? It's kind of ironic that Saint is criticizing Gacha Smack for taking money and sponsorships when Tectone did the same thing. But for some reason, he doesn't talk about Tectone taking sponsorships. Oh, no. Why? I wonder why that is. I wonder why.
Gacha Smack has so little of like actual live stream viewership nowadays. It's because people have realized he's bought the
or it's because he doesn't stream that much because he has a job. Like, if you knew anything about Gacha Smack, you'd know that he has a job and he's got a kid and a wife. He has in other words, he has a life, unlike Saintontas.
Out, and they don't take his content very seriously. And that's why he's been losing followers in literal droves every time he decides to press the go live button.
Oh, no, followers? You mean people who subscribe and then they don't watch the content anyway, and then they unsubscribe because they don't watch the Wow, it's almost like they weren't gonna watch anyway, and they will be replaced
on OBS. This is what Gacha Smack was on the record saying about 2 years ago. Y'all remember this shit? Castorus will be the straw that broke the camel's back.
Did Gacha Smack start playing Honkai Star Rail again? Oh my god.
Simmer in your neck bone juice, bro.
Oh my god, he's about to pull up a video of him playing Honkai Star Rail and glazing it. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I was wrong. Saintontas, obviously Saintontas has this in the bag.
Bro. This is how you know how much he changed.
And when people who were born in that 10 years, which is a lot of content creators you watch today.
He's talking about himself and Tectone over here. Remember, this is only February 26, 2025.
All these things out. You need to understand, we are keeping it a buck, and everything we're saying is for the betterment of gamers.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, he didn't show him playing Honkai Star Rail, but maybe that video is coming. Maybe that video is coming. And this is bad. He's saying he's keeping it a buck. Is he about to start playing Honkai Star Rail again? Oh god.
Okay, not the corporations, gamers. Get it through your thick skulls, buddy, and let it marinate like neck bone juice.
And this
I don't know what that means.
This guy was out here virtue signaling about Castorus, right? About how this is the worst update ever.
Okay. Are you about to show him playing Honkai Star Rail and talking about Castorus? Oh my god.
About how players need to quit, about how you guys need to keep it a buck. And guys,
the suspense is killing me.
It's just this easy. Let me show you how easy.
Oh god, he's about to pull up a stream where he's playing Honkai Star Rail.
It is to find out that this guy was.
I'm not seeing any Honkai Star Rail though. I'm not. 2 months ago, there's still no Honkai Star Rail.
Lying and grifting the whole.
I'm still not seeing Honkai Star Rail.
Whole time. Are you ready? I'm
seeing a lot of woo-wah.
How to get to this stream over here.
Okay. This must be it.
Where Smack decided to dedicate and then.
Okay, he's talking about Wuthering Waves. I'm still waiting. Where is the Honkai Star Rail?
Entire 2 hours to spreading misinformation and talking shit about me and all.
Oh no! It's worse than Honkai Star Rail. He said mean things about a man.
So doxing me as well,
Doxing?
because I called him out for grifting.
Oh, surely he'll show some evidence of him literally doxing him on YouTube.
Let's just look up the bag in this stream.
What is with this guy and the bag?
So I mean, you can go ahead and say I'm the biggest grifter of the gacha space. Niggas know that I'm here for the bag first.
What is with these people in the bag?
Ain't shit changed. And even then, I'm
Uh-oh. Well, you know what? He didn't show him being a hypocrite in Honkai Star Rail. I guess he was just lying about that. Saintontas was lying about that. But I guess you have Saintontas admitting that he is a grifter and that he takes the bag. Meaning he takes sponsorships. You know who else takes sponsorships? Every person in the goddamn space! And Tectone takes sponsorships. And Saintontas takes sponsorships. So what the fuck are we talking about? Oh my god.
Same guy.
So we just watched Saintontas set something up for 4.5 minutes, and his point doesn't exist.
Remember, same guy a year ago that was saying he was on the side of the players. He's keeping it a bug. And
You can be on the side of players and also take a sponsorship. And if you can't, then I hope you're about to make a video about Tectone, good sir, because Tectone would gloat about taking sponsorships all the time. And he would say, I don't even care about this game. I don't even care about this product all the time. So where's the video on Tectone?
like now he out here trying to do this shit. Because when a guy brags,
I just love how Saintontas is so sure, so full of himself that he can make an hour and 9-minute long video and be wrong the entire time.
it's about grifting like this.
so I mean, you can go ahead and say I'm the biggest grifter of the gacha space. Niggas know that I'm here for the bag first. Ain't shit changed.
And then bragging about it like that after you get called out, that's not necessarily a good look, especially
Then where's the Tectone video, sire? Where's the video on Tectone gloating about his sponsorships? Okay?
when you go to try to do like the reverse switcheroo, right? And then be like, oh, I'm actually on the player's side. This ain't a bag fueled statement. This is the truth. Well, if you're in it for the bag, how are you not in it for the bag here? Are you only selectively in it for the bag? Is like 1 foot in the bag and 1 foot's out of the bag? Like what's going on here? Does the bag have leg holes in it so you can walk? Let's see if
Saintontas is not a funny person. He's also not a smart person.
takes like these are deserved.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching what I
Oh my god, this video again, I don't know what it is. This guy is not allowed to have an opinion. The entire space, not the entire space, like 2 or 3 guys have just been making the same video about this video for 2 weeks. It's tough out there.
would like to believe is the end of an era. And I want to talk to you today about this. I think it's a very fascinating topic to delve into, and it's perfect and ripe for the particular season we're in with gacha gaming.
He looks stressed lately. Y'all
No he doesn't.
realize that?
He looks like a guy.
Bro's got like way more distinct like eye bags and eye wrinkles compared to.
What about you, Clay? Do you plan to have a sponsorship? Never. I don't care. Like, first of all, I'll tell you 2 reasons why I don't go for sponsorships. First of all, I probably could get a sponsorship. Apparently, it's not that hard. There are people with my level of subscribers that have sponsorships. I'm extremely paranoid. I think that if I ever got an email saying, hey, we'd like to sponsor you, if I clicked it, Jeffrey Epstein would come to my house. Like, I don't want anything to do with, I don't want anything. Help him out and add more Sheldon. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Crit. Yeah, I don't try. I think that if you tried to send me a sponsorship, I would immediately assume it's a scam and throw it right in the garbage. And also, I don't want to have to be beholden to anybody. I don't want to have to be like, oh, well, if I say something bad about this, will I never get another game ever again? What if it's if I criticize, I'm not gonna get the insider knowledge anymore. I don't want to do any of that shit. Okay, I want to make a video and I want to make a joke. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be afraid of pissing off the sponsor. I don't want to do it. Because then I'm spending my entire time making the video going, oh, is that going to be okay? Oh, can I play Hava Nagila? Is that gonna piss somebody off? This video is sponsored by Rage Shadow Legends. Thank you, Elden Fallor. My God, I guess Tectone. Oh, what would I do without Tectone? Oh my God.
I think like even just a couple of months ago, you can look at me, bro. I'm looking peachy, bro. I'm well rested, bro. Ain't got nothing. Ain't got no worries. Ain't got no worries on this brain.
He doesn't have any worries on his brain. That's because he has no thoughts in his brain. It's pretty easy to have no stress in life when you have nothing going on upstairs.
Well, brother man out here looks like he just aged 5 years and 6 months.
You know why that is? Because he has a wife and kids and a life.
I think that after you start
He doesn't sit around all day complaining about people's opinions on the internet.
grifting and taking the bag, you'd be less stressed, but it looks like he's more stressed. Oh, probably because he killed his channel.
He didn't kill his channel. We already showed that his views are on par, if not better than Saintontas. So,
like in the past couple of months. So like, yeah, I don't really.
If you are like me, and I'm pretty sure you are, many of you are, you weren't a gacha addict before Genshin Impact, and you weren't even a gacha player before Genshin Impact. That was the first.
You know what? We have to cancel Gacha Smack because of how he says impact instead of impact. You're right.
Game you got into.
Off with his head!
The game was so monumentally massive because of the pandemic, and that it was also a fresh game in the space that it brought in a heap.
By the way, we don't really have to talk about Genshin. Did you know that the pandemic and Genshin in 2020? We all know.
Amount of players outside of the gacha space, normies, people from different respective niches, so on and so forth.
Yes, and the take that you should have after Genshin introduced so many normies.
Get ready for the most pointless and oversaid take in the entire world.
Is that Genshin basically is a new type of game. Some people don't seem to recognize this, and they like to conflate gachas like FGO and stuff to Genshin. No, Genshin's basically a different type of gacha. And since it's a type of gacha that managed to attract the attention of millions of people, then that is the new standard. That is the new baseline. For example, a game that I think set a standard for RPG games, and then every game after that had to like sort of be more, was Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. And
we are in 2026 and we're still talking about how, oh, did you know that Genshin Impact was really successful? Did you know that Skyrim was revolutionary? In 2026, we're still glazing the most mid RPG that has ever been released. You know what? He was actually almost right. Oblivion was more revolutionary than Skyrim because all Skyrim was just the new Oblivion. Like, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure like Grand Theft Auto 4 was more revolutionary for open world games because when that game came out, people were shitting their pants for that game. Skyrim is the most overrated game I've ever said. I call it Skyrim syndrome. When people start talking about how great games are and then they talk about Skyrim like it's the only game that ever came out. Enough of this Skyrim. We get it. And if you like Skyrim, God bless. If Skyrim's one of your favorite games, God bless. You don't need to talk about it anymore. Thank you again. Thank you, Elden Fallor. We will be watching your video. Just not today. I got a lot of guys to get through.
And
oh my God.
Gotcha, with its security, right? The 50-50 guarantee, all of that. And the fact that it like kind of limits how badly people can get. It set a new standard for every gacha moving forward. HSR, ZZZ, Wuthering Waves. And then you see all these other companies trying to claw it back and make it worse. So
remember this.
Or AKE. And
remember that he says this. Remember that he loves the 50-50 and the games that have the 50-50 are doing really good. He's going to bring this up too. That the new games that are coming out that don't have 50-50s are doing bad. He's about to say that. If the game doesn't have a 50-50, like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, those are the games that are doing bad. Just remember that.
Characters like this will be the first to glaze the shit out of AKE while putting down other games at the same time that have better gacha systems.
By the way, this idea that like you can't just like arknights. By the way, this argument about like the gacha systems, like, oh well, this gacha system is better, this gacha system is better. It doesn't matter when somebody's playing the gacha and they're getting shafted over and over and over again. He did that video about how like, oh well, the 50-50 and Wuthering Waves, it's so great, it's so good, but then you have he goes, oh well, you're supposed to win like 50% of the time, like that's what's called 50-50. You're supposed to win 50% of the time, but so many people, and I missed it, but apparently in his own chat people were saying I've lost the 50-50 on like several banners because it's a gambling game, sire. Your liege, my liege, it's a gambling game. Some people are going to have good rolls and some people are not going to have good rolls. It's almost like we can't just have a blanket statement saying that one game is good and the other game is bad just because the system is a little bit different. Because no matter how different it is, there are going to be people that win every time, win most of the time, and win barely any of the time. It's how gambling works, my liege.
You're not really going to see any content creator in the space glazing arknights endfield gacha except for this guy. And this guy over here, bro, he's out here glazing the AKE weapon banner when Fob lost 30 straight times on a 25-75.
And the good thing about experience,
so a person can't like a thing because somebody else doesn't like it or has a bad experience with it. That's not how anything works ever.
when it happened, is that was also the very first time a lot of people got to play a gacha game. And talk all the shit you will about gacha games, there are some very fun aspects about them. And those fun aspects were overwhelming.
By the way, I just want to point out that like when Gacha Smack makes a video, he's just like, here's my opinion. He's not seething. He's not coping. He's just like, hey guys, today I want to talk about. And then the Saintontas comes out of nowhere. This guy's a liar. He's a grifter. He doesn't sleep. Oh, look at me. I sleep all the time. I don't have a job.
Positive or a friend.
Who do you think is more happy? The guy who comes on screen and just goes, hey guys, how's it going? Or the guy that goes, today I'm gonna tell you about a liar and an evil guy. He has children. He has a wife. He's not. Whoa, buddy. Like, what are we talking about?
Experience, right? We had our V cards like basically cracked.
What the cracked?
With this game. And so the hype, the FOMO.
I feel like I need to speed this up. I see why they were saying like, oh, we're not eating.
The irony of Saintontas have to speed up this video when I had to cut out an hour of his video just to make this react.
The oohs and ahs, you know, when you play a gacha game at launch, it's
Saintontas waffled for an hour in his video and then complains that other people aren't yapping fast enough.
Max, it's what do you call it? Honeymoon phase is incredibly powerful. So when you play a gacha game for the first time, it's infinitely more powerful than you would think. But basically this happened and people fell in love with these games and it allowed them to basically have kind of like a tunnel vision for ignoring the predatory practices, the alarming problems of what comes with playing a gacha game.
Yeah, and one of the things that made you
here's a good example of why people don't watch videos about gacha games that much anymore is because it's the same video and the same complaints over and over and over again.
No Vision Gacha Smack was your AKE contract. Oh, Jesus Christ, brother. Hey, if you're trying to get a job like this, just call up his dentist in Loktar Ogar for the Horde.
Comedy is about timing. And it's also about how you present and deliver the joke. Saintontas is not a funny man.
Because there also wasn't any other games to compare, to reference in the mainstream space, especially to noobs who don't know anything about gacha games. You were able to get away with this, basically. But then what?
Why do you think I said Grain Grifter?
Oh! What was that? What did he try to say?
Any other games to compare, to reference in the mainstream space, especially to noobs who don't know anything about gacha games. You were able to get away with this, basically. But then what?
Why do you think I said Grain Grifter?
Oh! Any other game?
Why do you think I grain grifter? What the fuck is that? Bro just had a goddamn stroke. Bro is out here trying to dunk on a guy when he's having a stroke and can't get out the words. Can't get out the jokes and he can't get out the words. He's befuddled.
Holy power creep, bro.
So like this dude is like talking right about all of like the bad things going.
Oh my god, he thinks that Wuthering Waves has power creep. Shoot him in the street. He can't keep getting away with it.
Going on in Wuthering Waves, talking about all the money he has to spend because he doesn't do any of the dailies or play any of the events, so he has no income. And then, like, listen to this part particularly. This is, I think, the worst.
Because here's the thing, chat. $100 ain't enough to cover both Ameth and this.
So he's out here saying it's so awful that in Wuthering Waves, $100 isn't enough to guarantee the character and the weapon.
I think that's a valid complaint. I think if you pay $100 and you still don't have the character, I think that's bullshit. So what are we talking about?
And then when he's in AKE, bro, look at his shop as he progresses through his playthrough.
Thank you, Jake.
Look at his shop in AKE. He's just buying out everything in AKE. And do you think he's complaining? No, he's happy to spend this. And I think this is the best part. He even has a clip in here where he says, yeah, it's no worry that I'm spending money. I'm sponsored. Yeah, I'm sponsored for this stream, so it's no worry at all that I'm spending money. Your chat is a retarded, Gacha Smack. They remember you.
Jake just made this. Jake just made this. Incredible. You've somehow improved Saintontas. You've somehow improved him. I don't know how you did it. I didn't think it was possible, but you've somehow done it. Incredible. This. Oh my God, it's so huge. Thank you, Jake. Thank you. Again, we're talking about Gacha Smack taking sponsorships and how, oh, that's so bad. And oh, of course it's okay for you to spend money if you get something out of it, right? Where is the video on Tectone? Tectone spent $3,000 on Genshin Impact, or what was it? No, it was like $100,000, wasn't it? So like when Tectone gets paid to do something, when Tectone spends money, it's perfectly fine. But if anybody else does it, that isn't your god Tectone, oh, then it's a problem. Oh.
Schizoing out over 100 bucks not being enough to guarantee a Wuwa character and a weapon. Now they see you happily spreading open both your wallet and your cheeks for Hypocrite Live. Then they said you're selling out and you look like a deer caught in head.
Man, I hope that Saintontas has never spent any money on Wuwa or ever glazed Wuwa, had any opinions on Wuwa, because that would make him a grifter.
Lights as you're sipping on an old fashioned. So literally
he drinks old fashions. Oh, it's he drinks old fashions alert. He drinks he has a preferred alcoholic beverage alert.
Grifting killed his community. Grifting killed his channel.
No, it didn't. We looked at his views. He has more views than you. Let's look at a graph that shows Twitch. Like, anyone cares about Twitch.
And grifting is killing his grifting. Because, like, it's hard to get sponsors when your numbers look like this.
Most people would kill to have his numbers, by the way. I mean, most people have 5 views.
Let me be the first person to tell you, if you're averaging 150 CCV on Twitch, that's it's hard to get sponsors that way.
I thought he was a grifter. I thought he was only doing it for the bag. I thought, oh, look at his numbers. His numbers are so bad. And then shows us videos of him spending money because he's sponsored. And so what is it? He can't get sponsorships. He can get sponsorships. He can't. He's dying. It's like, what are we? Saintontas is a fucking idiot, dude. He's a moron.
And so isn't it just an incredible position for this guy to have, to kind of be...
Can we leave the guy alone? Like why you put on a salmon shirt and apparently you're not allowed to have an opinion?
Like the arbiter of, like, whatever the fuck he's trying to be, like an arbiter of right now. Like, I don't know, is it like judgment? Is it like...
You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know. Like, oh, he's trying to be an arbiter. He's trying to be a judge. I don't know what he's trying to be. Then shut up.
Fairness, is it like critique? Like what are we doing over here? You're not the expert, Mr. Smack. You're not the expert.
And Saintontas just showed us how he's not the expert. Because I just showed you in like 17 ways how he's wrong. And then he's out here talking about how other people, you don't got the answers, Gacha Smack. You don't got the answers.
But one thing that's for certain is the gacha space as a whole is not actually expanding. And if it is, it isn't.
Do you see over here how he's just not going to put any blame on the singular game that killed the gacha space's growth? Like, it doesn't take...
yes. Arknights Endfield came out, so now every other game is dead. Yep, that's right. I love how Saintontas can say that Arknights Endfield is a dead game. Arknights Endfield is dead. It's awful. It's terrible. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares about it. And then also says that Arknights Endfield is the reason why all the other games are dying. So it's so impactful that it kills other games, but it also has no impact and nobody cares about it. Genshin mentioned. That's the impact that I like to see.
A rocket scientist to understand AKE is the reason why all of this shit is happening, but because this guy's on contract, he's pretending it's not the reason. Wait, so is this entire video basically him saying the gacha space is dying because of 50/50s? No, the gacha space is dying because retarded devs are releasing dog shit games with worse gacha systems. And you're out here literally seeing your analytics disappear firsthand because...
So if a game comes out and it doesn't have a 50/50, if a game comes out and it doesn't have the exact same system as Genshin and Wuwa, whatever, then it's dying. But then that also means that, so if it's dying, that means that people don't like it. But because people don't like it, it's also killing the other games. So I don't, like, what the f is he talking about?
All you did was grift for these bad games. You were saying this game's the best gacha on the market, bro. Bro, you're out here saying this is the best gacha system ever, bro. Bro, it was at here. Now it...
I just like, maybe he just genuinely likes the game on top of being sponsored. I like how nobody except for his god Tectone can take money and also have an opinion. Apparently Tectone's the only person that can take sponsorships and take money and also still have an opinion that's allowed to be his. Anybody else? No, you're just a grifter.
Bro, it went there. You think the 50/50 is what killed gacha?
I don't understand a word that you're saying. I'm too high on morose milk.
You think people quit Enfield because of the 50?
That moose boost milk will really get you.
50. If 50/50 killed gacha, Genshin would be dead. Wuwa would be... What? This is...
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's watch that again.
If 50/50 killed gacha, Genshin would be dead. Wuwa would be... What? This is a crazy take.
Oh, okay. So 50/50s are not the issue. Games that have 50/50s should be doing good then. And games that don't have 50/50s are apparently doing bad. Okay? Let's keep that in mind.
Developers are competing for your time and your money because the gacha space isn't increasing in volume enough to overcompensate for oversaturation. And
how do you not...
I think this point is kind of dumb because the gacha space is oversaturated. There's too many games. There's not enough time. How is the space going to grow when it is oversaturated? Like, it can't grow to meet the oversaturation. It's saturated because it's constantly growing. Like, it doesn't make that point doesn't make any sense to me.
Mention that this game is like the biggest exodus in the space, where every player that was playing this is now playing something else because there's nobody playing this game.
Okay, so if Arknights Endfield is that bad and no one's playing it and it has no impact, then how is it the reason that all the other games are doing badly?
He's on payroll to make certain games look better. That's it. I don't know how else you...
I don't know how, like, when you glaze Wuthering Waves for free and you hand wave and you sweep all of the criticism for Wuthering Waves and you just become like the anti-everything else guy, how are you not a grifter? I don't understand.
You could describe this video other than to him basically perfect dodging.
And if your argument is, well, he just genuinely likes Wuthering Waves and he would do it if he was paid or not, then why do you give a fuck about Gacha Smack doing it and not your god Tectone?
Every single AKE reference that he possibly can, because he knows he can't talk badly about the game, otherwise he's losing his sponsorship.
And fragmentation.
And so if Saintontas starts like criticizing Wuthering Waves and people stop watching him, would that make him a grifter too?
And when those two variables compound on top of each other, now you get a very competitive market where the future gacha games now have to give you better incentives, better...
Yep. So how are you not critiquing AKE, and how are you still taking a paycheck from that company when they're literally not doing any of the things that you say these gacha games need to do? You are happy to sell your soul over to Corpo. Literally, you're talking about what these companies need.
You can't call somebody a Corpo dick sucker when all you do is just glaze Wuthering Waves made by a corporation.
Need to do to succeed, to be good games. NT is the game that is literally doing, or AKE is the game literally doing none of these, and then you're out here glazing it like it is. This is what you call grifting. This is what you just call lying, and this is lying by omission. Gacha Smack, I can comfortably say, is a liar. Hey,
why is bro so fired up about a liar when your friend Tectone again, I hate to keep bringing this up, Tectone does the same shit, and he's even more obnoxious about it, by the way. Tectone is one of the most hated people in the space for a reason. And again, Saintontas is trying to emulate him poorly. He's emulating him poorly. But again, you're not this truth teller. You're not this guy who tells it like it is. If you're going to ignore the same thing that he's criticizing Gacha Smack for in gacha games is the same thing that he's doing in the creator space with Tectone. Tectone is to Saintontas what Gacha Smack is to AKE. But it's only a problem when Gacha Smack overlooks things. It's only a problem, but not a problem when Saintontas does it.
Go in and I put in Honkai Star Rail, which is really, Honkai Star Rail is really doing bad.
Wait,
right?
what?
Everyone knows it's not doing good.
Everyone knows that Honkai Star Rail's not doing good. Oh, but it has a 50-50. Oh! You were saying that the games that aren't trying to be exactly like Honkai Star Rail are doing bad, but now you're saying that Honkai Star Rail is doing bad? How could that... It's almost like this is all bullshit, and you have no idea what you are talking about. Tectone, you mean the guy from the Legendary series? I thought that was Hasanabi. I thought. Thank you, Aladdin Svalens.
Yep, it's right about where Z's. Bro, that is where AKE and NTE are. This is why nobody makes content on the game.
So the 50-50 system has nothing to do with the quality of the... I'm glad that you made a video talking about how Gacha Smack was retarded and dumb and stupid for not liking 50-50s and saying how great 50-50s were and how games that don't have the same 50-50 system are doing badly, and then admit yourself that the games that have the 50-50s are also doing badly. Thank you so much for wasting our time.
Because nobody watches any content on the games, because the games... If the games were good, people would watch it more.
If the games were good, people would just be playing the game. Like, they don't have to watch. This game's really good and everything, but I don't watch it on Twitch, so I'm just gonna throw it in the garbage. Like, what?
Because it's not just here where the views are bad. It's also bad on Twitch too, bro. Everyone knows
no one cares about Twitch!
It's not really a highly viewed game on Twitch. Is he retarded or is he grifting?
I don't know. That's a really good point. Guys, is Saintontas retarded or is he just grifting? Thank you.